Hi to everyone. This is Professor P. Shaktivel and M. Nandini, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. In this video is related about DC motor and its working principle, various types of DC motor and torque equations of DC motor. So first we want to know what is DC motor. So DC motor is a types of DC machine which converts our DC electrical power into the mechanical power. So the constructions wise DC motor and DC generator is nearly same. So the working principles of DC motor. So the basic working principles of DC motor is that whenever a current carrying conductor is placed in the magnetic field, it experiences a mechanical force. So this is the working principles of DC motor. So this 2 is the magnet. Here is the current carrying conductor. So the current carrying conductor is placed in between the magnet. Definitely it will produce a mechanical force. So next is the types of DC motor. So there are mainly two types of DC motors are available. One is the separately excited DC motor and another one is the self-excited DC motor. So first is the separately excited DC motor. As the name itself, it is a separately excited. So the field coils or field windings are energized by a separate DC source. Here the field coil in the figure, the field coil was energized by using a separate DC source. That is called as a separately excited DC motor. So from the figure, armature current IA is equal to the load current IL or line current. Next is the input voltage V. For the motor, input voltage V is equal to EB. EB is the back EMF of the motor plus IA into RA. So IA is the armature current and RA is the armature resistance plus V brush. So the back EMF of the separately excited DC motor EB is equal to the V minus IA RA minus V brush. So the V brush value is very small. So V brush is neglected. So then when we get the input voltage V equal to EB plus IA into RA, the back EMF EB equal to V minus IA into RA. So this is the input voltage and back EMF formula of separately excited DC motor. So next is the self-excited DC motor. So in the self-excited DC motor, the current in the winding is supplied by the machine or motor itself. That's why it is called as a self-excited. So there are three types of self-excited DC motor are available. One is the shunt wound DC motor, the other one is the series wound, and finally it is a compound wound DC motor. So first is the shunt wound DC motor. For a shunt wound means the field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. So the two windings are connected in a parallel. So that's why it is called as a shunt wound motor. Here is the RSH is the shunt wind fielding resistance and ISC is the current flowing through the shunt field winding. RA is the armature resistance and IA is the armature current and IL is the load current. So from the diagram, the current and voltage equation for a shunt motor is, from the diagram, IL was divided into two parts, that is the armature current plus shunt field winding current. So the input voltage V equal to E plus IA into RA plus V brush. So in a shunt motor, the flux produced by the field winding is directly proportional to the current ISH. That is, the flux is always directly proportional to the shunt field winding current. So DC motor is also called as a constant speed motor because the flux is the constant. So next is the torque equation of the DC motor. Here the torque is directly proportional to the flux into armature current. We already told that in the DC shunt motor, flux is always constant. So torque is directly proportional to the armature current, that is IA. So in a DC motor, the torque produced is directly proportional to the armature current. So the torque is dependent on the armature current. So next is the series wound motor. So in case of a series wound motor, the field winding is connected in series with the armature winding. That is, the two windings are connected in a series manner. The field winding should have a less number of turns of a thick wire. So from the diagram, RSC is the series field winding resistance, I is the current flowing through the series field, RA is the armature resistance, and IA is the armature current, and IL is the load current. So from the diagram, here the armature current, shunt field winding current and load current all are same. So the voltage equation for the DC series motor is given by V equal to EB plus IA into RA plus RSE plus V brush. We already told that V brush value is very low. So we neglect that V brush. So then the input voltage of the DC series motor V equal to EB plus IA into addition of armature resistance plus series field winding resistance. So in the DC series motor, the flux produced is directly proportional to the armature current or series field winding current. That is, phi is directly proportional to ISC or IA. So the torque equations of the DC series motor is T is directly proportional to ISC into IA. So we know that ISC equal to IA. So we substitute instead of ISC, IA. So IA into IA square. So in the DC series motor, the torque is directly proportional to the square of the armature current. So next is the compound wound DC motor. So in case of a compound wound series motor, it is the combination of both shunt and series field winding. That's why it is called as a compound wound. So there are two types of compound wound DC generator are available. One is the short shunt compound motor and another one is the long shunt compound motor. So for a short shunt compound motor, the shunt field winding is connected across with the armature and the series field winding is connected in series with these two combination. So from the figure, IL equal to ISC and IL equal to IA plus ISH. So by comparing these two equations, we get IL equal to ISC equal to IA plus ISH. So the voltage across the shunt field winding is V equal to EB plus IA into RA plus IL into RSC plus V brush. So we know that voltage across the shunt field winding is V minus IL into RSC. So the shunt field voltage is given by back EMF plus armature current into armature resistance plus V brush. So then the shunt field winding current is given by V minus IL into RSC divided by RSH. So this is the voltage across the shunt field winding and current flowing through the shunt field winding. So by using these two formula, we can calculate voltage and current of the shunt field winding. So next is the long shunt compound motor. So for a long shunt compound motor, the shunt field winding is connected across both the armature and series field winding. So in the figure, IL is divided into two parts, that is the ISH plus ISC. So from the figure, ISC is equal to the IA. So by comparing these two, we get IL equal to, instead of ISC we substitute IA, so IA plus ISH. So we know that the formula for ISH is equal to V by RSH. So the voltage across the shunt field winding is given by V equal to EB plus IA into RA plus ISC into RSC plus V brush, where ISC is equal to IA. So then we get the voltage across the shunt field winding is EB plus IA into RA plus RSC. Here instead of RSC we substitute IA, then take IA as a common. We get IA into RA plus RSC is the final equations of the voltage across the shunt field winding. So next we see the torque equations of DC motor. So torque is nothing but it is the tendency of force to rotate or move an object about an axis is called as a torque. So mathematically torque can be expressed as the multiplication of force into radius. So let us consider TG is the armature or grass torque. So the formula for this TG equal to force into radius. So R is the radius of the armature in a meter. Next, N is the speed of the armature in RPM, that is calculated by using N by 60. So next is the work done by revolution equal to the force into distance moved per revolution. So first we calculate the work done. So work done is the F into 2 pi R expressed in Newton meter. So we know that for N we substitute N by 60. Then we get the work done equal to 2 pi N by 60 into F into R. So from the previous slide we know that F into R is the torque produced by the armature. So work done equal to 2 pi N into TG by 60. So next, the expression for voltage in a DC motor is given by, we know that V equal to EA plus IA into RA. So for simplification, we just multiply IA from the above equation. So we get V into IA equal to EA into IA plus IA square into A. The electrical input is equal to the electrical power equal to the mechanical power developed plus armature copper loss. So from the mechanical power developed, so normally we know that power formula equal to EA into IA. So since the equation 1 equal to equation 2, so after simplifying that we get the torque of the motor, that is equal to 0.159 phi into ZIA into P by A. It is expressed in Newton meter. So here the TG is directly proportional to phi into IA. So hence the torque of the DC motor is directly proportional to the flux per pole and armature current. So in this video we are discussed about what is DC motor, working principles of DC motor, types and torque equations of DC motor. So thank you for watching my video.